And this is a continuation from where we ended in part 1. So this is part 2, where we're going to focus much on the rational numbers. So like I said in the previous video to say, rational numbers, these are numbers that can be expressed in form of a fraction, that is a over b. And these same rational numbers can be represented in terms of decimals. And we have two types of decimals. The first one, that is terminating decimals. Good examples where I can divide 1 over 2 to get 0.5. These are terminating what? Decimals. The second one, that is repeating decimals. Good example, that is 1 over 3. I'm going to get 0.333. So these are repeating decimals. So from there, now we can dive into what? Solving questions. So question 1 reads, express each of the repeating decimal below in the form a over b, where a and b are integers. So we have b, that is 0.13 with a bar. This bar simply means that the number where there is a bar, those are the same numbers that are repeating. So first step is to let the same given repeating number equal to x. So say let x is equals to 0.13 with a bar. This one is going to be equation 1. Equation 1. Now, what you are going to do is that we are going to multiply by 10 the same equation by 10 both sides, so that we can move these points to the next. So say multiply equation 1 by 10 both sides. That is x is equals to 0.13 with a bar. I'm multiplying this by what? By 10. So when you multiply 10 times x, that is 10x is equals to that multiplied by that. So this decimal number is going to move once. That is 1.3 with a bar. So this one is our equation what? Equation 2. Now, what I'm going to do is that now I'm going to multiply the same equation, which is equation 2, by 10, so that I can move this point to the repeating what? Numbers or decimals. So I'll say multiply equation 2 by 10 both sides. So that is 10 multiplied by 10x is equals to 1.3, like that. So this is 10 times 10, which is 100. X is equals to 10 times that, we are going to obtain 13.3 with a bar. So this is my equation what? My equation 3. Now from there is to subtract equation 2 from equation 3. So I'll say subtract equation 2 from equation 3. So we are going to subtract, that is 100x minus equation 2, that is 10, is equals to 13.3 minus, that is 1.3 with a bar. So when you subtract A, you're going to get 90x is equals to, that is 3 minus that, you're getting 0. So 3 minus 1, that is 2. So 1, 2.0. So from there, you divide both sides by what? 90. Also here by what? 90. So you cancel, and your final answer is going to be x is equals to 12 over 90. But we can simplify this number to be x is equals to 3 into 12. You are getting 3 into 12, that is 4. 3 there. 3 here, I'm getting 30. Also, x is equals to 2 here, that is 2 over 2 there, 15. So this is your final answer. So from there, we can also proceed to C. So from there, we are going to proceed to C. So I've been given C to be 1.17. 17. So my first step or my duty, what I have to do here is to terminate these repeating what? Numbers. We know that the numbers that are repeating 17, 17, 17. 1, 7 I mean. So I'm going to say 1 point like that, and then I put a bar. When I put a bar like that, simply means that these 17 they are repeating itself. Also, they are repeating themselves. So what I'm going to do, first step, I have to let this equal to what? X. So I'll say let x is equals to 1.17 with a bar. This is my equation 1. Equation 1. And then from there, I should multiply this one by 100. The reason why I'm multiplying this equation by 100 because I want this decimal point is closer to the bar. So I have to multiply by 100. Now in a case, for this one, like B, it was not towards the what? The bar. So I multiplied by what? So from there, like I was saying, the reason why I'm going to multiply this by 100 because the decimal point there is towards the what? These repeating numbers. Now, in a previous question, first I was multiplying by what? By n because this decimal point it was not towards the what? The repeating numbers. So here I'm going to multiply by what? By 100. So I'll say multiply equation 1 by 100 or with 100 both sides. So that is 100 x is equals to 1.17 with a bar. So 100 times x, that is 100 x is equals to, this decimal point is going to move twice, 1, 2, because I'm having 2 zeros there. That is, I'm going to remain with 117.17 with a bar. So this is my equation 2. So equation 2. So after that, what I have to do, I have to subtract. So I'll say subtract equation 1 from equation 2. That is, you are going to get that one, which is 100 x minus x is equals to 17.17 with a bar, subtract with 1.17 with the bar. So from there, when you subtract here, you are getting 99x is equals to 17 minus 17, that is 0. 1 minus 7 minus 1, you are getting 6. So that is 6. So from there, 0.0, I mean, you divide both sides by 99 over 99. So from there, you are going to get your final answer as 116 over 99 as your final answer, expressing this number in a form of A over B. So this is your final answer for what? For question C. So we can proceed to question D. D, we have been given 6.156 with a bar. So simply means that 5, 6, they are repeating themselves. First step, always you have to let what you have been given equal to x. So say let x is equals to 6.156 with a bar. So this is your first equation. So say equation 1. So from there, what can I do? What I'm going to do is that I have to multiply by 10 so that this point can move one step by me. So multiply equation 1 by 10 both sides. So that is 10 being multiplied by x is equals to 6.156 with a bar. So 10 times that, you are getting 10x is equals to, this point is going to move 1 because you are having 1 0. So that is 1.56. So this is your equation 2. Equation 2. So from there, now you have to multiply by what? 100. Why? Because this point is toward what? The repeating numbers. So multiply both sides by what? By 100. So say multiply equation 2 by 100. So that is 10x. Let me do this. 100 being multiplied with 10x is equals to 61.56 is a bar. So that's time that is 1,000. X is equals to, this point is going to move twice. Why? Because I'm having 2 zeros. So that is 6156.56 with a bar. So this is my equation what? 3. So equation 3. So from there, what am I going to do? I have to subtract the equation. This one has to be subtracted from that one. So that is subtract, or say subtract equation 2 from equation 3. So let me just have the upper part. So from there, I'm going to get, this is 100, 1000 I mean. So 1000 x minus, from 10x is equals to, that is 6156.56 with a bar minus 61.56 with a bar. So when you subtract here, that is 0 minus 0, you are getting 0. 1 by that minus that, you are getting, that is 9. So this is supposed to be 9. So this is 990 x is equals to 6095. When you subtract, divide both sides by what? 990 is equals to, so that is 625 over 9 like that. So that is your final answer. If you want, you can simplify it further. So if you have found this video interesting, please don't forget to like, comment, another thing to subscribe, so that whenever I post content like this, you are able to follow. Thank you so much.